One thing we have to face, when you had a historical high in black women voted to political offices in America, black women are weak. They're the white man's puppet. The white man has elevated them to a position of power and took away their power. Not only in politics, but in a lot of these agencies, you will see black women in high key positions with power, and they do not execute their power to help black people. So when y'all think about Jasmine Crockett, when you take away the eyelashes, the nails, the hair, she's not a black woman. She's not black. I don't even know how she got to represent Dallas. She knows nothing about Oak Cliff. She knows nothing about South Dallas. She's from Missouri. She's from an upper class family. She runs around the country talking about immigrants. She doesn't say anything about black people. She has never spoke out about black people. She has never spoke about reparations. She spoke about police brutality, but she never spoke about reparations. She never spoke about black women going to the hospital and being unalived 2 times higher than any other woman besides a Native American while trying to give childbirth. She spoke about the immigrants. She goes around the country challenging Donald Trump about the immigrants, but she has never spoken up about black people because she has no power. Her only power is given to her is to go around the country being a buffoon. All of these black women that you see in power, all of these black women now are in trouble because they were set up by the Democratic Party to go after Donald Trump, knowing that they couldn't get that man. But to advance their careers, that's what they did. If you look at the local levels, black women are in key positions, but yet they're scared to execute power. I'll give you an example. Now, if you have a school and 80% of the students fail one class, you might say, well, maybe that's the students. But the next year, the teacher fails another 80% of the students. But then the third year, the teacher fails another 80% of the students. When do you look at the teacher? When do you say the problem is the teacher? Well, let me give you an example. I know an organization headed by a black woman. A black woman is over this region. And there's a white man who's just running amok. He's just running amok. For our 4 directors, there's a high turnover rate of staff, and yet they haven't fired him. They haven't said, wait a minute, maybe you're the problem. But yet, if it was a black man doing this, he would have been fired. They're letting this white man run amok. Black women lack leadership ability, and they lack the ability to execute power. They only execute power over black men. When black women get in power, the only people they want to execute power over is black men. That's why black men are afraid to go in front of black women judges, because they know as soon as they get in front of that black woman judge, they're going to get done dirty. They're going to get dirty. Black women have been elevated. The only people in the black community that has benefited from DEI and affirmative action has been black women. Black men have not benefited from it. Even though as a whole race, we only benefited from 3% of these hires, they've mostly been black women. Every black woman that I have been under, not as a direct supervisor, but as an organizational head, has been horrible. I worked from one organization in Texas. The whole region quit on a black woman. And I was shocked to see how she kept her job. This was crazy to me that a whole county quit on you and you still have a job. And then instead of evaluating why was these people quitting, she continued to move forward with an iron fist. She continued to move forward with an iron fist because they're powerless and they don't have no knowledge. They can do their job, but they're not leadership ability. Most black women are not leadership ability. If you go into an organization and the head is a black woman, I tell you to run. I tell you to run. I was working in California. A black woman took over the whole probation department, and she put a convict. She let a convict almost destroy the department. The convict was running wild because she She didn't care about running the department. And when she was over the sheriffs hated her. Not because she was doing the right thing, because she didn't know what she was doing. She was trying to implement policies against what the sheriffs was doing. And they were so happy when they kicked her ass to juvenile hall. And juvenile hall was so happy when they kicked her and the convict out. So I'm telling you now, if you're ever in a position and you're under a black woman and she's the leader of the whole organization, run. They have no power. They're weak.